My name is Dame Stephanie Shirley. I'm enormously proud of the Dame bit. But nobody ever calls me Dame Stephanie because I've always been called Steve. And that dates from the days in the 60s when I was starting my IT company and getting absolutely no response to my business development letters, which were signed with that double feminine Stephanie Shirley. And my dear husband suggested that I use the family nickname of Steve, and I've been Steve Shirley ever since. Well, I'm a lot of different things. I started off as a refugee. I made fairly significant wealth as a computer entrepreneur. And in that phase of my life, I really tried to operate in the same way as I do in my private life. You can't chop me up. This is the businesswoman, this is the wife, this is the mother. My maternal life is also very important for me because my son was autistic, and that took me down a path of philanthropy for the rest of my life. And that's what I am today. I'm a philanthropist. I think all my values come from my foster parents, because as a refugee, I was given a home and security by total strangers. And I think that led me to philanthropy as well. What such deprivation does to you is that it makes you able to cope with change. Eventually, I learned to like change. I like to do new things. I like to make new things happen. But also that traumatic start made me determined not to fritter my life away. I was going to make mine, and I said this at an unhealthily early age, I was going to make mine a life that was worth saving. And that has really driven my life, and it gives me that drive, that energy, that determination, that gutsiness that people like or dislike, but certainly is behind some of my worldly success. I think the main obstacle I found was that I was trying to set up a software house to sell software, which I thought was very important. And at the time, software was given away free with the hardware, and everybody laughed. They thought I was quite mad to try and sell software, quite apart from doing so as a woman. And that really took several years to get through that barrier and made me somewhat assertive. I think it changed my style. I began to realize that as women we needed to be super professional about everything that we did because people were gunning for us. Now, those days have changed, but currently, 2018, people are still talking about sexism of different ways, and women have got to learn to cope with it today. Well, people think everything happens very fast in the computer industry. Software has its own timescale. But some of the things that I did were really took me years of stubborn sticking at it and dealing with, that didn't go out, it was okay, so I'll try something else. Really a determination to make something happen. And the sort of timescales I was working on, I was very keen to get the company co-owned by the staff. And that took me 11 years. And that's a long time to be struggling with something that most people think is a bit sort of crazy anyway. To me, it's part of my values in life. I think it's right to share one's wealth in the same way as we share the risks. Find something that you really enjoy, that you care about, and then learn about that and make sure that you are trained, and then go back and get yourself retrained so that you're really sharp and at the leading edge of something. Then just take a gamble, go for it, enjoy it. Entrepreneurism is a wonderful lifestyle.